Oh, it is time. Time to get on the grind. This dude came out talking about Fox and Exports One. Don't want nobody to think I'm picking on old Stephen A. Smith yet again. Y'all know what time it is. A product of Mike Wilburn from the Sean Coonery Academy. Y'all know what it is. I know y'all see the thumbnail. And y'all see, once again, he opens his mouth because he seems to forget who he is. And it's up to me to have to remind him. Every time he get out of line, I put him right back in line. People keep forgetting like they got a boss. Boy, we know who your boss is. Stop all the cap. You a worker. And now you about to get exposed. Again. Worker. Now, Mr. Worker has decided in his infinite wisdom that there is a problem here. Mr. Worker don't seem to understand. There is a scenario going on here. He is not special. He gonna get mad at Fox Sports 1. He gonna get mad at them. They ain't did nothing to him. Nobody's done nothing to you. Nothing, buddy. But all of a sudden, you try to act like, oh, I love Skip Bayless. Oh, Skip's my man. I love Skip. And Fox Sports 1. And they don't discuss ESPN. They don't discuss Stephen A. Smith on the show ever. Ever. Nobody talks about you, bro. Nobody even mentions you. They don't be name dropping you. They don't say nothing about you. But you always got something to say about them. And you keep saying you number one. Why would you have to tell number two who's number one if they not even mentioning you? They carry on like they number one and you number two. Do you even hear yourself talk? Well, you did. Now, you bringing them up and talking about they finna change their format. Who wrote that? They're going to change their embrace debate format. Who said that? Oh, let me guess. Another ESPN shoe-in guy. Yeah. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what they doing out here. It's big dog eat little dog. Every day there's another contentious person out there who's stuck to the notion this is the way it's supposed to go. Oh, this is what they talking about. But Stephen A knows for sure what's going on. He ain't slow. Yeah, when they were first doing Undisputed, and they got Lil Wayne coming over there, right? So they got, oh, okay, they finna get Wheezy. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, almost like it appeared out of thin air. You know what they came with? You know the notion they came with? They had the theme song No Mercy by Lil Wayne. He didn't already push the button, and I'm pushing back. Oh, he pushed his little button, and I'm pushing right back with the truth. You came out and you took from Lil Wayne. Boom! Lil Wayne had no mercy. No mercy, no mercy. And I won't back down. Let's go face to face. I don't make mistake. I just make my game in a day. I'm on in the morning. I own my opponent. What? And then you come out with your podcast show called No Mercy. Stephen A. Smith. You are a rip-off copycat. No creativity. Talk about that. Let me guess. It was a coincidence. That's what he gonna say. That's what he gonna tell the whole world. That's just a coincidence. But you and I know what's going on, don't you, Stephen? You wanted to pillage off of Undisputed. And that No Mercy just shows what a hack you really are. Come on, Brick. Come on, Brick. Talk your way out of this one. Come on, Brick. Talk your way out of this. You didn't push your little button. Guess what? Still not impressed. Now, let's get to the gist of things. Stephen A. Smith, what happened to No Mercy? Why is it gone? Your show was failing. It was failing, Brick. No Mercy was crap. And you just re-up and did it and rebranded went with FanDuel, and you left Cadence 13 and went over to FanDuel. Now it's the Stephen A. Smith Show. What happened to Stephen A's World on ESPN2? That was failing. ESPN2 was failing. People were complaining. There's no reason to stay there. Quite frankly, failed. Everything you were doing was failing, sir. First Take was already going to be successful without you, sir. It was already successful without you. No one cares. You leave First Take, guess what? It's going to be number one. Because they have the most outlets. So it's not a competition. It's not a fair competition. You have the same outlets as Fox, and then you go up against Undisputed, and then let's see if you're going to be number one. You see what I'm saying, Stephen A? You think that because you pour syrup on stuff, it makes it pancakes. Talk about the truth, brother. Tell the people the truth. The people got a right to know. Don't they? I mean, hell, I would want to know. Weezy was your friend, man. That was your homeboy. Lil Wayne. That was your buddy. And you did him like that? That's a foul move. Even though he left, he's like, man, you still my boy. He used to see you at the games, used to shake your hand, everything. And you gonna jack No Mercy. And gonna brand No Mercy as your podcast show. Knowing No Mercy is the undisputed song by Lil Wayne. Now you want No Mercy with Stephen A. Smith. Boy, you are the phoniest dude I've ever... Phoniest cat in the game, boy, ain't he? Phony. Shake your hand, then stab you right in the back. But we made a mistake talking about you, Stephen. We made an awful mistake. But we'll get to that mistake in a minute. Let's get to the constant right now. Let's get to the constant. Oh, he had the hairline his whole life. Let's get to the constant. Don't this backdrop look familiar? Don't that look familiar? You see that No Mercy in the background right there? Don't that look awfully familiar? That look familiar with me. That No Mercy, that little brick in the background, that little green screen thing they got back there, that thing looked familiar. You know what it looked like? The same thing you got right now. This looks like the same damn setup you got right now, except for it says the No Mercy with Stephen A. Smith. It just says the Stephen A. Smith Show. If I'm not making a mistake, that's what it said. That's what it said. It said this is the Stephen A. Smith Show. It didn't say this is No Mercy with Stephen A. Smith. Why'd you have to get rid of the No Mercy? No, what about it? No, 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 no. I don't want to hear about it. I think it's time for you to retire, brother. And you got mad at me on your show today, addressing me for talking about how you be screaming. You and Shannon Shaw gonna be screaming at each other. And you got mad. He got mad. That's what he wanted y'all to know. September. Okay. A lot of stories circulating. All right. They just go scream at each other all day long. Who said that? Who said that they was gonna scream at each other all day long? Me. That's who. Ain't nobody said that but me. I said what they gonna do? Scream at each other all day long? So I know you watching me. I know you watch. No, we don't. Stop stealing my takes because you have none. He's stealing another tape from us and trying to compare it to him. That's for players. They were saying when the quarterback is screaming and yelling at the players, it's passion. But when the wide receivers complain, they're screaming, they're distraction. Stop stealing takes from other things trying to make it your own, to defend your own pathetic self. We're not going. I know where you get your info from. Everybody else. So if I didn't know the take and if I didn't say it myself, I know exactly where you got it from. So quit trying to use that to paint the narrative to write it around you. But you're gonna do that. So I hope you're listening now because I'm gonna say I'm sorry. I'm apologizing to you because I had something wrong. I said you went to Florida International. Yep. Yep, I did. I said he went to Florida International. And that's where he played basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, I was wrong. And I apologize. I apologize to you because I was wrong. You see, Stephen A., that's how I go. You apologize. How is this stealing? Are you looking at the screen, sir? Your name TJ, right? TJ, if you come out with a song called Shoot to the Moon, right? And you doing that and you getting paid for Shoot to the Moon, and you made that song and it's a single and you made it for a show that you sold it to for millions of dollars and called it No Mercy. Shoot to the Moon. We're going to just take the No Mercy out of it, right? And you did that with a dude who left the guy who ends up stealing it from you. The guy who ends up stealing it and coming in there and trademarking it. And you see how he worded it. He put the K and the W on it, but he highlighted the NO on there to let you know he was stealing it. Because it's attached to his former co-host and his rival. He's copying. So now when they played a Lil Wayne, No Mercy, now when No Mercy come up, they'll bring his name up too. But I want to apologize to Stephen A. I said he played ball at Florida International, and that was incorrect. So we know you're listening, Stephen. That was incorrect on us. And I wanted to say that to your face to face right here so you can see me. That was incorrect. You did not play at Florida International. See? That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. You apologize that way. Straight up. I'm a man. I could stand on my feet. So let's get it right. You didn't play at Florida International. You played at the Fashion Institute of Technology. The Fit. That's where he played basketball. For the Fashion Institute Technology. You think I'm in the state of New York? Y'all looking at it right there. Stephen A. Smith played basketball at the Fashion Institute of Technology. So I apologize. This is what they did during their runway show. This is the school you went to. And this was their fashion walk down the aisle. And you bragged about playing basketball here at this university, talking about you was putting up 25 points a game. Playing who? Them? You playing them? You was playing them? That's who you was playing? Huh? The people with the racist faces at that place? You played at a Fashion Institute of Technology. What was you all playing, in heels and leggings? What y'all didn't have a court. Y'all played down the runway? Are you serious? I'm supposed to take that serious? You played ball at the Fashion Institute of Technology. Junko. You see that? All you see is runway and dresses. And that's where you play ball. Let's see that. Let me type that in. Fashion Institute of Technology basketball. That's Auburn. Where's y'all team? Oh, there's the athletics, the fit. Y'all barely got a gym. Oh my God. The Fashion Institute of Technology basketball. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? I see people in there doing rehab in there. Look at this. What are you doing? The Fashion Institute of Technology. This is where you play ball at. This was your teammate, huh? At the fit. Hey, I can't make this up, y'all. I can't make this up. This man played at the Fashion Institute of Technology. He went to a HBCU. Oh, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that right now. After going to JUCO, he had no offers to go to no major university, not even no HBCU. His buddy walked him out there and took him onto the court so he could play. And play on a playground. According to Stephen A. Smith's side of the story, which is all a lie. Isn't it, Stephen? Tell the people the truth. You be telling people half truths and lies. That's what this guy do. He lie all the time. Lie, 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 lie. Oh, you know it. I already told you. He lied about the high school team he was on. Harold Kidd is the guy that played at Winston-Salem, that walked him all the way to the scholarship, that put him on the team at Winston-Salem. There it is. That's Harold Kidd, ladies and gentlemen. That's his buddy. We're going to scroll down and show you a little bit more. Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh, no, that's something else. Hold on. Bam. There it is. Hold the floor. Hold the floor. There it go. That's the team that he was supposedly on. That's his coach. Yeah, we mopping the floor with him. Look at that. All the white boys out there, and you couldn't make the team, Stephen A. He didn't make the team. Okay, where he at? Come on, get to the team picture. There you go. There you go. There you go, right down there. Old Mr. Winston-Salem. Right there. He made the team and never got in the game and played. Never got a chance to get out there and score a point. He rode the bench. Then he got hurt doing nothing. Oh, he talks about his dad, all right. Oh, wow, we heard a lot about his dad. We know everything about his dad. He waited till his dad died before he talked about his father, Ashley. Ashley Brazil. He's a man from the Virgin Islands. Name was Ashley. And he never apologized for anything, did what he wanted to do, never paid any bills, and treated Stephen A like crap. I want to know why Stephen A. Smith has taken this opportunity to tell so many lies. Stephen A. Smith has told a whole bunch of lies. After playing at the Fashion Institute of Technology, remember he told the story how he wrote the article to get the coach fired when he got picked to go and play for the Winston-Salem. He got the head coach fired. Right? Here's the thing about Stephen A. He tells this story about how he was good enough to get a 4-year scholarship at HBCU school at Winston-Salem. That's how good he was at basketball. Claimed he hit 17 threes in a row, and that wasn't all the points he scored in a pickup scrimmage game when people are trying to make the team. But he was the one that went off, and he just hit 17 threes. So you played in a game where they allowed you to hit 17 threes. Where they do that at? In what universe is they playing this scrimmage game at? I would love to know because I want to be there for that. Klay Thompson got the NBA record with 14 threes in a whole NBA game. But you, in a scrimmage, in an HBCU scrimmage to see who gonna play, you was able to hit 50-something points in a scrimmage game. Boy, I swear this dude be lying so much. Boy, your lies even got lies. Your lies got baby lies. My goodness, he got a mother, a father, a baby mama lie, and then they didn't have little bitty lies. Just come on down the road. Just lie fest. Make that make sense. Then he said he got a 4-year deal by just trying out, no high school basketball career at all. I just showed you the high school he went to. He went there with the class of the school of the wonder years. He auditioned and tried out his junior year. He blamed the star player of the high school team. He told the other team to not let me get my shot off and to D me up and trap me and all of this because he didn't like me and I didn't like him. Dude, he went to Thomas Edison, a tech school. That's where he went to high school. He went outside of his hood. His mama sent him to Thomas Edison so he could learn a trade. He went to an all-white school. Those kids, everybody on the team is white. White, 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 white. White, 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 white. Everybody. So you mean to tell me out of all these people here, all of a sudden, Stephen A is the only human being on the planet that this is going to relate to? That don't make any sense. This is only going to relate to you. That don't make no sense. There they go. Let's get to the team one more time. Oh, they not letting me bring it over. Boy, you are lucky. Look at that. Everybody on that team is white. White, 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 white as snow. Look at them. That's the far south. This is the varsity. Everybody white. And you couldn't make the team, Stephen A. You was Klay Thompson. You were Klay Thompson. And you couldn't make the team? No mercy. No mercy. And I won't bow down. No. Of course he looked at Lil Wayne song. Why do you think he named it No Mercy? He has no creativity. Stephen A's world. No mercy. Quite frankly. The Stephen A. Smith Show. He has no creativity. Damn. So you went to a school with a bunch of all white kids and you couldn't make your high school team your freshman year, your sophomore year, your junior year, and you made it your senior year. And you got kicked out because you flunked the test and got expelled because you was suspended and eligible to play for 2 months. And you went running home to mama so she could fix it. And she sent your daddy and he couldn't fix it either. His daddy looked at you and said, you a lost cause. What'd he do now? And you didn't get on the team. Oh, yeah, my Cash App is Carceno. That's Karceno. Thank y'all. Appreciate that. No, that's him. He just didn't understand. People just don't care, dog. They don't like you. That's all this comes down to. Who likes Stephen A? Nobody likes Stephen A. He put himself in this position. Nobody was bothering him. His arrogance to try to now be a YouTuber, because that ain't what he was doing before. Now all of a sudden he used to like say, oh, I'm a journalist. I've sat down, I've interviewed, I've done the bar, I got this and that. And where did that get you? That got you fired. All that talk you was doing got you fired. Everything you was talking about got you fired. Oh, I sat down. I was with Allen Iverson. I've interviewed Kobe Bryant. And none of it did anything for you when you was working at CNN in a cubicle. Your journalistic skills got you that far to be fired. That's his problem. He thinks he's sitting in that chair talking the talk he's talking now, got millions of dollars because of what his journalistic integrity? No. You went there clowning all these other people. You threw that out of it. You was talking reckless, throwing players under the bus, talking reckless about Kwame Brown. You owed him half your salary. Going to universities to talk about Kwame Brown, serving Draco. What journalistic integrity you got now? Bashing Kyrie Irving for his own personal view. I wouldn't pay him. Trying to change the narrative from America Homes so that they could turn against Kyrie Irving, Kawhi Leonard, a man who's never said anything from you. No, he tried to get game from school with Stuart Scott. Stuart Scott wasn't like him. Stuart Scott studied. He actually prepared. Stephen A is a hack. See, a hack just wants to take a shortcut. Like LeBron James. They're hacks. They shortcut takers. Well, they got to understand. If you go down the road of where they're going, this is where the measuring stick ends up. See, Stephen A. Smith knows one or two things. He's going to be wrong 90% of the time when he's talking to me. This man said he wrote an article saying that the coach at Coach Gaines at Winston Salem, whatever, he was ill, he had slowed, and it was time for him to retire. And I was writing at the paper. First off, this man said he got a 4-year scholarship at an HBCU. They don't have a lot of money there, right? They don't have a big budget. So he claimed he got a 4-year deal. He never played a game, tore his knee up, and decided, okay, my knee is tore up. I'm rehabilitating, but he really ain't. He ain't going to come back and play no more, period. He's like, I'm just done. The school got on him for actually writing the article, according to Stephen A., that they were finna expel him, and the coach said, no, he came and talked to me like a man. So, let him go. That's his version of what happened. He wrote an article, and the article was so powerful, the coach resigned because of his illness. He just went ahead and resigned. Now, let me tell you what happened. And he's like, that led to me being the straight shooter. That's a complete lie. That Coach Gaines had written a book himself. And Coach Gaines said out of his own mouth in his own book the reason he retired. And he retired 3 years later after the incident where this so-called alleged article came out. So if he retired 3 years later, Stephen A., he was there for 3 more years, 3 more seasons. The only reason I'm going to say this. The only reason he retired is because they came out with a new rule in 1994 saying that if you're 70 years old, you have to retire or step down. They didn't want any more older coaches training and teaching and, feeling like they've lost connection with 18 and 19-year-old kids coming in from high school. So some people, they can grandfather people into rules, saying that they give them 1-year extensions every year when you hit 70. Every 1 year they reevaluate, but they want to get the older coaches out the league. So they came up with that rule in 1994. That's why he went ahead and resigned. He lived 16 more years after Stephen A's so-called article claimed the man was like on his deathbed, really, and he needed to resign. This man never wrote about that in his book. Never wrote about Stephen A. Smith in his book. But Stephen A. Smith said he was my mentor. He was like a father to me. Once this man has passed away, no player on that team of Winston-Salem backed up Stephen A. Smith's story about an article in the coach. Not one. Not one assistant coach, not one player that was on that team came forward and said Stephen A's story is accurate. Not one. The only person who tells this story is Stephen A. Smith. And where is this mystery article? The article was so great. Why isn't it isn't in the college paper, in their historical log from their newspaper, in the Winston-Salem? Right? Where is this article? You see what I'm saying? You see how when you call these liars out for what they do, and you call them a liar and you call them out with facts, they ain't got nothing to back it up, because the facts ain't adding up. Nonsense is catching up. That's what's happening. Your nonsense is catching up. You're a knockoff of Stuart Scott. You're an embarrassment to him. That was a man of moral standards and who was doing it the journalistic way. And he had more creative, natural talent, something you could not understand how he could do. "27 points against Raleigh Academy when he played for the FIT, the Fashion Institute of Technology." This man was accused of quitting on his coach and getting his coach fired because he didn't want to come back and play. According to Stephen A's own words. He let his daddy roll all over his mom, and he didn't stand up for his mother at all. Then when he got 18, he just stood up and said, "I don't want to talk to you no more." Well, he could sit down and be standing up to Rich Paul. Rich Paul, what, 5'2"? Hey, man. He could be sitting up and still stand up to him. He claimed he got Big House Gaines fired. All he did was talk. He didn't get nobody fired. Big House had to step down once they changed the rules 3 years later. So nobody was firing the coach. Nobody was pressuring him to step down. Where did you get that from? This is why we can't let clowns like Stephen A get away with this posturing that he's been doing for so long. He keeps doing it, and he keeps running this same circus and this market he's been running for a long time. It's driving people insane how he just sits there and lies. Yeah, he put no in there, so he let everybody know he's ripping off Lil Wayne. He know what he was doing. No mercy. Right, he knew what he was doing. I told you, man, this dude has been getting away with this for the longest. All he does is talk about Undisputed and them. But he's supposed to be number one. If y'all number one, why everybody getting fired? Nobody was getting laid off over there at Fox. They hired. No, buddy, your time is up. That's why you over here on the internet on YouTube like us. Because you know the time is up, bruh. Your time is up. You're going to have to come up out of that chair real soon. You trying to show your worth by trying to build you up some value on social media so you can have that parachute for it's going down. They already replacing you with 2 white boys, Pat McAfee and JJ Redick. They already got the seats ready. You the pass, bro. You the pass. You just trying to find out who butt you can kiss to remain in some sort of seemingly seat of power. That's why Shannon Sharp is only going to be doing 2 shows, and he ain't going to even be in there. Shannon lives in California. Y'all film in Bristol, New York. That's what they had to work out. How we going to get this done on Monday and Tuesdays? Shannon ain't going to be flying into New York every day. That ain't finna happen. So Shannon Sharp is going to be doing Zoom. Y'all going to be Zoom calling Shannon Sharp on the show. Wow, that's really effective. Oh yeah, that's how it's gonna be. Oh no. Shannon Sharp, hey Shannon Sharp. Shannon, can you hear me? You heard what I said, Shannon Sharp? Yeah, Stephen A. Yeah, I got it. I think we on a little delay. Yeah, but it's good, man. We on a little delay. East Coast, West Coast delay. Yep. Yeah, but yeah, I got it. Oh, you ready for this cut up? Woo! Yeah, man, it's gonna be crazy, man. They're not even prepared all the way. He gonna be in the studio sometimes. Exactly. How is somebody your mentor and then you boast about that person getting fired? That's a hell of a student, ain't it? Shannon Sharp won't be in the studios all the time. I know what's gonna happen. He's gonna be busy and he won't be able to make it. Stephen A tried to claim like he was gonna be busy too, and I'll be like, what, busting a table? Because nobody wants Stephen A. It's like, dog, what do they want you for? You're nothing. Coach Gaines' son, who was the assistant coach, never said anything about the coach's ability. The other assistant coach who was there never said nothing about the coach's ability that he couldn't play. The players never complained and got together and said, hey, man, coaches look like he's slipping a bit, man. Is everything all right with coach? Nobody complained. And then out of the blue, Stephen A just going to say this about and write it in an article and talk about the coach. Where's this mystery article? And why was the coach resigning 3 years later when he stepped down when he was 70? And he was so ill, but he lived 16 more years. All these lies he tells. You can't believe nothing he says. He wrote a whole book full of lies. So if you lying in your own book, what all could we really expect from you, really? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Well, Stephen A's book came out, and the mom said, as long as I'm living, I don't want you to ever write that book talking about your daddy and everything else because it make her look bad. It makes her look bad that she stood up with this man who was verbally abusive, putting her down, wasn't paying no bills, having other kids and other families. And, you know, it was just terrible. Mm-hmm. Well, El Paso is like 10 hours from Waco, man. I just, my thing about it is I just want him to understand something. We're just calling out your lies, bro. If you're gonna go on YouTube and tell all these fabulous stories, that's cool. Just put in a disclaimer that this is all fake fiction or whatever entertainment or whatever you want to label it. Because what you're doing is a disservice to everybody when you're trying to portray to be this truthful journalist when all you're doing is lying all the damn time. Instead of saying Lonzo Ball caught me in a lie. All right, I'm gonna own up to that. You was capping. Your source is Wilburn. You a hack. You heard that same statement come from Kornheiser and Wilburn about how Lonzo Ball can't stand up and he's having trouble getting out of the chair. I hear. Hear from who? The little voice in your ear? Nobody talked to you. You haven't talked to anybody on the Bull staff talking about I got your medical reports from the doctors that did the surgery. Did you talk to the doctors that did the surgery? No. So you're just saying you got some reports from them because stupid people are going to say, oh, well, he contacted the doctor and got the paper reports. The doctor can't give Stephen A. Smith paperwork of a client. Okay, that's illegally against the practices. Okay, all he knows is where the hospital was, what the surgery was, and who was the doctor that did it. He don't know anything other than Stephen A is a hack. He's always been a hack. He could have easily called the medical staff. He could have easily called the team. He could have easily done his job and been the journalist that he claims that he was. Or better yet, have someone else do it. But like I said, he's a hack. Oh man, this is like too easy because this is what he does all the time. Stick a fork in him, he's done. He really is. So, what's up, Laquan? Yeah, I'm about to raise up. I just wanted to come in here and tell y'all what was what, man. I done came in from the game. I'm chilled now, relaxed. So I'm gonna get ready for some football tomorrow and just sit back and chill, man. That's it. Kicking it, chilling. Stephen A. Smith, don't forget to subscribe to the page. Shouts out to Kwame Brown Bus Life. Stephen A. Smith, man, stop lying to people, man. You be lying too goddamn much, boy. For no damn reason. Just lying his ass off. Stop lying all the damn time. Tell the truth. If you gonna debate with Shannon Sharp, as I told you, I think it's a bad look. I don't think it's a good look at all. And it's because of you. Y'all both are complementary components. You're not a lead-off guy. You're a complimentary person. That's like that bubblehead Gill. He can't lead a show. He got to have other people up there. If you let him keep talking, the dumber he sounds. Y'all seen me interview this guy. You done seen this guy come after me. You done seen this guy do everything. And what does he do? He sounds like an idiot. He sounds corny and as lame as hell when he does it. Because that's him. That's all he knows is how to be a lame. Well, make sure you hit the like button, y'all subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Now, I'm going to get up out of here. I just want to say peace and good night.